unalived my child, my first son. And ever since this thing happened, I've not been at peace. Although it was not the plan, I never meant to do it, but it just happened. I've been together with my husband for a couple of years, for a period of 15, let's say total 20 years, because we dated for a while before we got married. And we have two children, a boy and a girl. Now, not so long ago, 7 years ago, my husband got transferred to another state to foresee something for his company. And sometimes 2 or 3 months, my husband is still there. He hasn't come home. Initially, when he got promoted, we were happy. We thought it's something, or should I say, I thought it's something I could manage. But over time, I started getting lonely. Sometimes in the night when I need my husband to be there for me, to touch me, I thought I could cope, but he was nowhere to be found. I tried to tell my husband that I don't think I can cope with this thing that comes with your work and you not being around. But it made me understand that he was doing it for the family, that he was trying to build something for our children. That he doesn't even like that he's not with us, but I just have to deal with it. And when he told me this thing, because I wanted peace and I didn't want any issue, I tried to understand. But the more I tried to understand, the more I thought I could cope, the more it became unbearable for me. So there was this day I went to visit a female friend of mine, and we've been together, we've been friends for a while. I confided in her and I told her that this is what is going on with me. I miss my husband. Sometimes in the night he's not there. I just can't cope and I don't know what to do. Even bedroom activities, I lack it. I want it. I want to be touched. Like I just confided in her as, woman to woman. Then that was when this female friend of mine told me that if my husband is not around to do what he's supposed to do, I can get it elsewhere. When she said this, I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I know that she's asking me to break my home, but I should just think about it. Don't I think where my husband is he not getting his own fun? So why can't I get my own fun? It's just something I do once in a while, maybe once in a month, or those periods my husband is not around so that I can use it to cool body, keep myself. That's what she said. I did agree initially and I brushed it off. But when I got home that day, every single thing my friend told me kept ringing in my ears. And the more I tried to not make sense out of it, the more the devil made it make sense. Now, a couple of days later, I reached my friend and I told her that, okay, this suggestion that you brought, how can we go about it? Because this one has been my friend for a long time. I trust her. She told me that she can set me up with someone younger that she prefer I do it to someone younger because those kind of people will not catch feelings. They understand that they are just doing it for the benefit that them satisfying me and I give them money. I know some of you be looking at me like, oh, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Me myself, I didn't even know I could do such a thing. Now, my best friend arranged the whole thing, arranged a guy for me, and from that day we started having bedroom activities once in a while. But you know one thing about human being and feelings, something you tell yourself that you're not going to do is just for the moment somehow becomes a regular thing, and that was my case. To the point that this boy, or should I say this young man that I got involved with sexually, started coming to my house to do it. We no longer meet at the hotel. But anytime my husband is around, he doesn't call me, I don't chat him. It's only when my husband is not around that this whole thing happened. And the secrets were just between me, my best friend, and him. Of which the young man doesn't even care. He's just after the money. So there was this particular day I told him to come to the house. My two children, they were not around. He came, and while we were doing the activities, my first son walked in on us. Originally he wasn't supposed to come back that day, that early, but I don't know what happened. But he just walked in on us. I don't know, maybe it was the devil that wanted my first son to see what I've been doing. Out of shock and everything, he shouted at, like, he was shocked. He didn't expect me to do such a thing. And back and forth, we started talking, and I was trying to explain to him that it's not what you think. It's just like I was trying to give him reason to see me differently. But from that day onwards, my son started acting cold towards me, to the point that he called me names, called me a disgusting human being. He said a whole lot of things to me, of which I'm not going to be mentioning them in this video because I don't want TikTok to restrict this video. So out of panic and I didn't want him to tell my husband, I confided in my friend. And my friend was like, I should not worry that he's not going to tell him. My son is not going to tell my husband. But over time, this thing kind of made me and my son have issues. Of which sometimes when my husband asks me, why is this boy acting like this? Why is he being disrespectful towards you? I can't necessarily say anything because I and him know the reason why he's acting like that towards us. So there was one day my husband was not home. He was around, but he was not home. My son and I got into an argument because I asked him to take care of his room. His room was looking messy. Then my son said I can't tell him anything. So he started talking to me anyhow, like insulting me the way he has been doing since. And he said something, he said, don't worry, when daddy comes back, I'm going to tell him everything. I'm going to expose your secret to him. I begged him, but he was hell bent on, he said he's going to tell my husband. So that day, I called my friend, went to her place, and told her, this is what because I was in panic. I didn't want my marriage to break because, Of which, after that day, my son caught me and that guy. I stopped having my bedroom activities with that guy. I went and I told my friend that this is what is happening. My son is threatening to tell my husband. I don't want to lose my marriage because I just can't stand the disgrace and everything that, I just told my friend that she should help me and like, help me do something. What can I do? And my friend was like, okay, I should relax. She went into her room, brought her something. The bottle is not this, like, this was the size of the bottle. It has like a clear liquid that looked like water in it. And she told me that I should put it in my son's drink, my son's drink of food that is going to make him sleep. Anytime I sense my son want to misbehave or talk to me anyhow, this period that my husband is around, I should always put it in his food so that he will be sleeping until my husband go back to the state that he works. I asked her, are you sure? Hope this is not, I just to be sure that I hope this is not poisonous or anything. She said, no, it's just something like a sedative. It's going to sedate my son. I took it. And 2 days later, I did exactly what my friend told me to do. Now, the evening of that day, my son finished eating and he went to bed as usual. Tell me why the next day, 8 a.m., let's say around the period of 8 in the morning, that's when people get up, that's when you start hearing noises. My son was nowhere to be found. I thought maybe he has woken up, but he's still in his room. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1, 2, 3. I said, okay, let me go to this boy's room because I was not hearing any noise coming from his room. Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, when I went there, I saw my son lying in bed. He wasn't responding. I called him, he wasn't responding. Then I touched him. His body was already cold. When I saw him in that state, I cannot even describe how I felt. I shouted, called people, called my husband, and we rushed into the hospital and test was done and they said he passed in his sleep. Till today, nobody knows that I am not responsible for my son's passing. Although he's been buried, family member came, friends, people came and tried to console me, tell me a whole lot of things that God give it, God take it. But I know deep down what happened to my son. After my son's burial, I told my friend, went back to her and told her, even I created a scene at her place. Then guess what my friend told me? I should not shout though, that she only did what she thought is best for me. I should tell her thank you that she helped me sort out everything. Now I don't have anything to worry about. That was what my best friend told me. So she knew that was poisonous, but she lied to me. Now it's been a couple of months that this thing happened. I am still here, feeling guilty. This thing is eating me up. I don't know what to do. Nobody knows what happened to my son. Everybody thinks that he passed away in his sleep. But it's just I and my best friend that knows what happened to him. I unalived my son because of my selfishness. And now I don't know what to do. I feel terrible. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. Sometimes I am suicidal. And I've never had peace from that moment till now. I don't know what to do, guys. How can I move past this? I'm thinking of telling my husband. Probably when I tell him, they can send me to jail. Maybe when they send me to jail, I'll have peace of mind. But please, I need your advice on what to do in this situation. I know a whole lot of you are going to judge me. Please, judge me if you can. If like, I will take whatever insult and blame you throw on me. I don't mind. But at this point, I just need my sanity. I need my peace of mind. This is not my story. But what do you think? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next one.